Hey guys, welcome to another lecture video in Precalculus. Today we're going to be talking all about the point slope formula. So let's just jump right into it. So in the last video we talked about the slope-intercept form, which is the y equals mx plus b form. But there was a few requirements for it that are necessary to actually be able to use it, which is one, we need to know what the slope is. We need to know either the y-intercept, and we need to know some point or coordinate that it goes through. So you need to know at least two out of these three things to be able to go forward into finding the equation using slope-intercept form. So one of the major disadvantages is we need to know the y-intercept. So most of the time, we know points on the line, but we don't really know where the y-intercept is. So we need a more general equation, and we need to figure that out for the general case, so where we don't have the y-intercept. So let's derive this new equation, which is called the point slope formula. So let's start with what we always start with, which is the slope formula. So the slope formula is equal to m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So now let's move everything over. I'm going to have y2 minus y1 over here, and I'm going to multiply x2, x1 over to the other side. And so this is sort of a generalized formula. So what we can do is we can swap out the y1 and the x1, or the x2. It doesn't really matter which one. And you can get rid of them to create a generalized formula. So we can swap it out for just a general x and y. So let's say we do y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. And here in this case, x and y can take any values. You'll see more in the example. So this is the point slope form or formula of a equation of a line. So let's do some examples and get our hands dirty. So let's say we wanted to find the equation of a line. Example 1. Find the equation of a line such that the line goes through the point 3 minus 4 and has a slope of m equals 3 over 5. So let's start with the point slope formula, so which was y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. So let's start subbing these values in. So we know that it goes through some point, 3 minus 4, which is, this is the x, this is the y, so in this case this would be x1, this is y1, and let's sub that into our formula, including the slope. So you would get minus 4. Make sure you get the signs right here. This is a common mistake that you'll see is some people won't put the signs and mess up the actual value of y. And then m is actually 3 over 5 and x minus 3. So let's simplify this down. So you get y plus 4 is equal to 3 over 5 x minus 9 over 5. And now we just solve for y and we put it into the slope-intercept form. And that's how you solve it. So when you move this over, what do you get? You get y is equal to 3 over 5x minus 9 over 5 minus 4. And you can simplify this further, and this would give you the mx plus b form. So just to highlight the mx plus b, this is m, and the sum of this is b, and so you get the y equals mx plus b form. So let's do another example. Let's do another example of same idea. We just want to get you used to doing these examples. So example 2, so you have some arbitrary point 6, 2, so the equation of some point 6, 2 with m is equal to minus 2 over 3. So with m is equal to minus 2 over 3. Let's find the equation of a line such that it goes through minus 6, 2 and has a slope of minus 2 over 3. So let's start with that point slope formula again, which is y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. Let's sub in those values. You're getting y minus 2, and you're getting m. I'll fill that in on the next iteration. And you have y minus 2 is equal to mx plus 6 m. And now you're getting, let's sub that y value in and move the 2 over. So, the m value in and the 2 over. 3x plus 6 times minus 2 over 3 plus 2. And if we simplify this down a little further, you're going to get minus 12 over 3 plus 2. And let's simplify this down. You get minus 12 divided by 3 is minus 4 plus 2. And you get minus 2 over 3x plus 2. Sorry, minus 2 right here. And so you see, so we've gotten back into the y equals mx plus b form. This is your m, and this is your b, which means using this, we have found the y-intercept. We've actually found the y-intercept. And now we can graph this the same way we did before, right? All you have to do is plot minus 6, 2, the y-intercept, connect those lines, you have the general solution. So let's do one more example. Oh, went too far there. So let's actually just get rid of everything here. Okay, let's do another example. So now I want you to find the equation of a line that passes through minus 2, 5, and 4, minus 3. So what do we need here? Well, we know that y minus y1 is equal to, we can use the point slope formula, mx minus x1. And we have 2 points, but unlike the other times, we don't know what the slope is. We don't know what the slope is. That's not hard to find. We have 2 points. We can just take the slope between those 2 points. So how do we do that? So m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, so rise over run. And now all we have to do is just sub in those values. So you get minus 3 minus 5, and 4 minus minus 2, and you get minus 4 over 3. So now we have the slope. And since now we have the slope, we can just plug it in to the other formula using any of the points. So in this case, I'm just going to take the first point, and you're just going to do y minus 5, and we know what m is 4 over 3, x minus minus 2. Simplify this down, all we get is minus 4 over 3, x plus 2 here, plus 5 is equal to y. And then let's expand this out. So you get 4 over 3x plus minus actually 8 over 3 plus 5 and equal to y. And you can simplify this down further. I'll just leave it to you guys. But this combination here is the b value, and this combination here is the m value, which is the slope, which we found earlier. So to summarize, why would we want to use this over the other? So number one is if the only information we have are 2 points or just any points on the line, to know y-intercept, so you don't have a y-intercept, but you have a slope and you have some point. And given these two, you can calculate the equation of any line. So this is a more general way of getting it. But generally, as I said, like you want to simplify it down into the y equals mx plus b form. This is the most readable form and the most generally used convention for writing the equation of a line, which is slope times x plus the y-intercept is what the y is equal to. So hopefully you guys learned something, and hopefully these videos are actually getting better. I'll try to put out a lot more content as much as I can, and make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.